You took me to jail at 15.
Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a very interesting video because we're still talking about family parents that abuse their kids. So I saw this video of a young girl who came online to talk about what can she do, how can she move on from a family that abuse her. And this is a girl that has been documenting and almost like trouble dropping on social media. And she went on to talk about how her mom and her dad just went sharing her own trauma. And some family members saw these videos and they told the mom, they started calling her that why is she sharing her family stories down on the social media. And the mom was like, oh, people in her office are talking about her. How can her daughter call her abusive mom? And that she did what she did it for a reason and all that and all that. I posted a video I think yesterday talking about Gen X mom that don't understand why their millennial kids and Gen Z kids want nothing to do with them and go no contact with them. And some people still did not understand, because some comments in my comment section just are like, I don't believe somebody's saying this when we're having this conversation. Even having a different opinion matters here on my channel. Like I mean, oh yeah, to hear everybody's conversation, but a whole lot of parents are not listening to their children and what they're doing to their children. If you don't send to wrong what you're doing with your children, why do you want her to keep it a secret? Anyway, guys, let's go hear what this young queen has to say. Then we'll come back and talk.
To the people who have moved out of their parents' home, like how did you guys do it? I'm still in varsity, so like I can't find a job now that's gonna sustain me to move out. So how have you guys done it? Because my family members just found my social media account, and my uncle had the nerve to fucking call me on my phone that he doesn't pay for, talking about, oh no, I don't like the things you're saying about your parents. And my mom walked in here and she started crying. And she's like, oh my God, people at work were discussing me, talking about how much of an abusive parent I was, this and that. I'm like, you were abusive. You were abusive. She's like, no, but ultimately you were a very disrespectful child. I'm like, Ma, which 12-year-old doesn't backchat? Show me a 12-year-old that doesn't backchat. I backchatted once. You break my wrist right before exam season. Do you know this wrist is still not healed? I didn't get medical attention for that. You took me to jail at 15. Yeah, but ultimately you stole money. I stole 20 rand for a taxi fare. Because I asked you for money. I was like, Mom, I finished all my money at taxi. Can you please give me 20 rand at taxi? You were like, no. So I took 20 rand out of your purse. The minute I get back home, you throw me in fucking jail. You're like, get in the car. Get in the car, we're going to the police station. You throw me in fucking jail. Remember the time you broke my glasses? Mind you, I can't see. Remember the time you broke my glasses and they had a scratch on them on my lens, and people kept asking me like what happened? I felt so embarrassed to say, oh, my mom broke them. You know, I backchatted her once, and then she slammed my head into the wall and grabbed my glasses and threw them across there, and they broke and everything. They had to get fixed and everything. So I'm lying about that. She's standing here justifying everything. Oh yeah, no, it's because you were I'm like, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I'm not boy crazy. I don't have sex. I don't go to the club. I get distinctions on all of my modules. What else do you want? You were an abusive parent. Deal with it. You're damaged. Go to therapy. You and all of your family members, and I know you guys are watching this. You guys are traitors calling me on my phone that you don't pay for. Talking about, no, you have to listen to your parents. No, this and that. No, the kind of things you're saying about your father on social media. I'm like, he is a useless dad. He makes money and that's it. That's all he does, you know. I'm not gonna get in trouble some way and be stranded on the street and call my dad first. No, that's not what's gonna happen. It's my fault that I don't feel safe around this man. Sorry. I don't know him. He never took time to get to know me. He thought making money and providing was much more important than caring. It's not my fault. I'm sorry, guys. Just let me know how you guys move out of your parents' house, because at this point I'm literally about to jump off this roof. This might be my 13th reason. I have an emotionally abusive mother. Well, she used to be physically abusive until I chased her with a knife after she beat the crap out of me one time. And my father's emotionally unavailable. Well, that's all. There's nothing wise to say today. I just hope you guys relate. PSA, this is a trauma dump. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So please go down and share your thought about everything she said about her family dynamic. She has more video on her page, but these were the ones I'm just like, okay, let's just give context, and this was strike the bigger conversation. So go down and share your thought. This video has strike a bigger conversation and has led a lot of people to come share their own story and share their thought on this conversation. So let's go hear what they have to say. Then I'll come back and share my own thought. But please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this.
God, people at work were discussing me, talking about how much of an abusive parent.
I recently came across the account for this young creator, and it resonated deeply with me. She's basically doing what I know I would have possibly done at her age had I had access to social media, which is expose and speak about the things that the parents are doing in the house behind closed doors to her. And now that she's speaking out about it, her mom and her dad and the rest of her family are basically upset about the fact that she is exposing what is happening behind closed doors the way that most of us didn't have the opportunity to do because we lived in a different era. And the thing is, with parents who are abusive, they tend to not want the planet to know of their abuse because they are ashamed of what they're actually doing. I know this because because I grew up in a household where it was incredibly abusive, I found myself also being abusive towards my son as a young mother. Because that is the only format, or that is the only blueprint I had for parenting, which was to beat up and to swear at and to insult and to constantly be making the child feel some type of way about themselves, purely because I was going through a lot and I did not know how to deal with it. I realized that because I was unhappy in my marriage, I took it out on my child. And I can bet a lot of money that my mom did the same thing, which is why she also used to be brutal with me and beat me up until I bled and so on, because she was also unhappy in her marriage. So her speaking out is very important, or is an important reminder to us as parents, especially mothers, to regulate ourselves and to be cognizant of the fact that we're causing harm. And we can't expect that one day this girl should get up and go, oh, I've forgiven you. It doesn't work like that, because those scars last a lifetime. I hope this young lady finds a safe place to go to, because the probability of her parents ever changing their stripes and being different people and doing differently is very, very rare. I know it took me forever to actually get to a point where I stopped being that parent to my son. It had to be a conscious decision. I had to make changes. The first change I had to make was leave the marriage that was making me unhappy so that I could stop hitting him. Because that's why I was so angry and bitter and vile, because I was unhappy in my marriage. And he was bearing the consequences of my displeasure and my unhappiness. So I hope she finds a place to go. Because while those people are together, it's not gonna end. I hope she finds a safe space to go. Another thing is that we need to remember is, as parents, the things that you do behind closed doors. When your children start discussing them in a public setting, instead of feeling embarrassed, how about you do something about it? You go and you sort your out and you stop being that person. And stop telling the child to not discuss it. The child can discuss it because it's happening to them on their body. If you don't like what's being said about you, fucking change it. And stop making the child feel some type of way. I'm so over us. I'm over us as parents. Siadina. We're fucking our children's lives.
Because my family members just found my social media account, and my uncle had the nerve to fucking call me on my phone that he doesn't pay for, talking about, oh no, I don't like the things you're saying about your parents. And my mom walked in here and she started crying. And she's like, oh my God, people at work were discussing me, talking about how much of an abusive parent I was, this and that. I'm like, you were abusive.
Oh, because there's talk about narcissistic enablers and abuser enablers. I have never related to a TikTok ever, like before, like this. Last year, a similar thing happened with me where I posted a YouTube video on my channel talking about like growing up with a narcissistic mother. And Jiggy Jiggy, my aunt, saw the video. It came up in her recommendations. Like, how convenient. What does she do? She screenshots it and she sends it to my mom. And then my mom goes, it's a video of me being a narcissistic mother, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, shit, hit the fan. And she was basically like threatening me to take it down. Like, she would do anything to get me to take it down because I was out here telling the truth about her. And like, you know, it wasn't even like lies. It was literally what she is, like who she is as a person. And I just needed to like tell my story. She would do anything, go through lengths to get me to take that video down, to the point where she started getting all her family members, her little minions, coming to my video, like people, family members I've never even met or heard of, commenting horrible things under my video, telling me, oh, how do you know what a narcissist is? Do you know what a narcissist is? Sweetie, yes I do. I've been living with her for 18, 19 years. Like, people can just think like they can speak on a situation they don't know about. Like, you see this person out in public or when you hang out with them, they show up as the most sweetest person to the world, and then behind closed doors they are literally Satan's spawn. So she had all her family members commenting horrible things under my video, to the point where I had to private that video because I just couldn't deal with all those horrible things they were saying. And like, that really showed me my family's true colors, and a lot of them have been blocked since, and I haven't looked back.
Talking about how much of an abusive parent I was.
Guys, I watched this girl's video, right, and I wanted to cry with her because I know her pain. I understand her pain so much. And if you are a parent, please listen very carefully. I feel like you guys need to stop. You need to stop and look at the way you are parenting your kids. Guys, hurting your children emotionally, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, hurting your children in the name of reprimanding is going to damage your relationships with your kids. The things you guys say to your kids are foul and evil and wrong. You should not say specific things to your kids, regardless of how you feel at that specific time or how angry you are. It's not right. And defending yourself by saying, no, I was angry, it's not gonna work. Because at the end of the day, you've been thinking about these things the whole time. You were just waiting for the right time to say them to me. You see? You people, like, in all honesty, parents like her parents are never gonna see their grandkids. They are never gonna see their grandkids because they have created such a horrible relationship with their own daughter that she will not want to bring her children around you, because she will not trust you with her children, because she believes that you will treat her children the way that you treated her. Or again, that child might not even want to have kids because they're scared of being a parent like you. This is one thing parents need to understand. They need to put yourself in my shoes, because you've been in my shoes. You've been in my shoes before, and you did most of the things that you are reprimanding me for. Reprimanding your child and giving your child a hiding for the right reasons is okay, but reprimanding your child and giving them a hiding for the wrong reasons, don't do it. Like, don't do it. So in simple terms, all I'm saying is watch your words. Don't say something you wouldn't want to be said to you to someone else, and make sure that you treat your children like people, because their feelings are valid too. Just like your feelings are valid, just like when you cry and manipulate people with your tears, they have those feelings too, and they cry too. They may not cry in your face, but they cry too. So be better parents. Just be nicer to your kids, guys, because at the end of the day, like makata, when your kids end up killing themselves, I'm not saying this is the reason why your kids kill themselves now, but like halifates are like, after treating your child like shit, you sit there and you're like, I don't know what happened, I don't know how she got here, I don't know why she ended up doing what she did. Chomi, you know.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Yeah, on this channel we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go on and share your thoughts. But like I said, always be respectful, okay? So let me know what I really want to know your thoughts on this. I agree. Okay, let me sit properly. I agree with the first lady that she's talking about how parents, and I've said it before, and this is a conversation we have, and this is why I enjoy video like this, because I feel like we're bringing more awareness to conversations like this, and we're having it, including with the Gen X and the Gen Zs and the millennials. We're having this conversation. A lot of this abuse and trauma that we inflict, or parents inflict on children, is usually a circle, a generational one. And even we millennials, some millennials that are complaining about, oh, this is what my parents did to me, kiniko, and all that. Some of them are doing same thing to their kids now. I have a friend that I was on the phone with her, and I saw the way she was interacting with her daughter, her little daughter, and I was so angry. I was like, why are you talking to her like that? This is a child. Like, she was literally instructing this child. Maybe because I was my friend who is the first daughter, she was doing same thing that was done to us, to this little girl. Like, expecting her to be a grown girl, a grown human being, to do things grown, like be able to do it properly, forgetting that this is a child. This is a 5-year-old child that you're expecting to be able to carry a breakable plate to the kitchen safely. This is a 5-year-old child that you expect to be able to carry a baby brother and handle a baby brother. That is a 5-year-old child. And I feel like this is a circle and this is when you don't do the healing and you go ahead and procreate, you end up passing it on, and it just keeps passing it on. Because including our parents too, they have their own form of trauma, and they've not undigested, and that's how they hurt us as much as they hurt us. And that's why we always preach here, because some people think that, oh, this channel is, oh, people should not have children, people should not have a man, people should no. What this channel, what I stand, one of the motto I stand is that know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Do the healing, heal your trauma, heal your pain, go do the work, so that you can be a better human, so that you can think clearly, so that you're not thinking with a whole lot of trauma to inflict a lot of your decisions in life. I'm not saying people should not have kids, but a whole lot of kids have been traumatized, a whole lot of kids have been abused. So why don't you take the time to do the healing, do the work, so that you can bring in a healthy child? And a lot of people go ahead to have kids because they think that's going to make them, oh, that's going to bring them happiness, because in their real life they don't have happiness, they are miserable, and they feel like having a kid is going to just make that perfect life for them. And then these kids come, and this kid is a human being, and they cannot stand the human being because, hey, now my entire life has changed over this human being, and I cannot stand you. And they start inflicting harm and abuse into the child. I personally, I pray that this young woman is able to find help, be able to find somebody that she can talk to, somebody that is going to be there for her. And a lot of people don't understand, even I'm almost 14, but a lot of people don't understand when I have younger friends in their 20s, early 20s. People are like, oh, what are you doing with them? Why would you call that person your friend? She's so young. She's young enough to be your daughter. But I get it. But I wish I had a safe space while I was growing up because, like I said, there's a lot of trauma, but a whole lot of people I had around me made me felt like I was crazy, but my feelings does not matter, my thoughts does not matter, how I feel was not valid, I was overreacting. So I want to be there for younger girls. I want to be there for, especially my society. I want to be there for women and let them know that their feelings are valid and they need to do the work. That the reason why they can't stand their children, some of them are like, yeah, I just thought about something that just make me sick in my stomach now. I saw a video, not a video. There was this day I went somewhere, and this woman literally pounced on a child just because the child spilled the food that the child was eating. And the way this woman beats this child, like this child stole something. And this was a child, maybe 5, 6 or so. And for you to carry your little child to a prison, like the young girl that was talking, her mom took her to a police station for taking 20 rand. I have a story. I'll come and share a story. My mom knows what I'm talking about. Just even that smart. I know she's watching this video. I'll probably share that story. And a similar case happened to me. And yeah. Anyway, guys, what I would say is that as a parent, go do the work. If you're a young person and you're in that situation, I pray you find peace. I pray you, like, just keep doing you. Do that. Find that thing that gives you joy. Because I know how it feels to be in that situation. You can't leave. You can't afford to leave. You just stay in that situation. I know, but find people. And I know, thank God for social media. Thank God for social media. Social media is making people to be able to create their own community of like-minded support system and find that support system and be happy. Just be happy for the time being. Put your head down and do the work. Time will pass. And as for parents that don't want to own up and open up and listen to their children saying, this is what you did, this hurt me, this traumatized me, they don't want to listen, I don't know, you're going to just lose that child, and later you come into the internet or you have a conversation like, I don't know why this child does not talk to me. I don't know why this child blocked me. Go do the work. Go do the healing so that you can be a better person. You can be a better parent for your children and even for your grandchildren. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video, and please go on and smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.